All right, now with rates, the most important concept that you're going to learn today is finding the unit rate. All right, so in the first example, we have an example of plant growth. Now, whenever you're looking at looking at rates, in order to find the unit rate, you need to pay attention to the number in the denominator. Whatever number this is, that is what I'm going to divide top and bottom by. So here I'm going to divide top and bottom by 12. And what would 6 divided by 12 be? What would 6 divided by 12 be? It's going to be a decimal. What would it be? 6 divided by 12. Jonathan? 0.5. 0.5, and it's very important that you label here inches per hour. If you don't label on these on your homework, you won't get any credit at all. So please make sure that you label. All right, now in the next one, we see that some state up in the north, definitely not Florida, received, and obviously this isn't very realistic either, but 12 feet of snow in 2 days. All right, well again, you need to look at the number in the denominator to find the unit rate. You need to divide top and bottom by whatever number is in your denominator. Divide both by 2. 12 divided by 2 is what? What's 12 divided by 2? 6 feet, again, per day. Okay, so we're looking for the unit rate. A unit means 1, okay? So we're looking for how much in 1, all right? It doesn't necessarily have to be a measurement. It could be in terms of days. It could be in terms of money. It really could be in any type of term. Now, the third example is written a little differently. So I need to write this as a fraction, and I can use what I learned in the lesson on ratios to do that. 9 cups and 5 pies. So what do you think the fraction is going to be? 9 cups and 5 pies. What do you think the fraction will be, Adam?
9 over 5.
Okay, very good. But remember to label 9 cups over 5 pies. So what do you think you're trying to figure out? How many cups in 1 pie? So how do you figure out how many cups in 1 pie? Anna?
I divide both by 5.
Divide top and bottom by 5. And what's 9 divided by 5? It's 9 divided by 5. Ethan?
1.8.
Okay, so it would be 1.8 cups per pie. And that's my final answer. That's my unit rate. Okay, so I need 2 things on your homework. I need you to show what you divided by, and I need your answer in fraction form, and make sure you label. All right? Give you a minute to finish writing that down. Now, in example 2, the first thing you need to have written down in your notes is this formula right here. Okay? The rate, what do I mean by rate? The average rate. What do I mean by that? The speed, right? How fast something is going. So when I say average rate, I mean speed. Is distance divided by time, or d over t. All right? So make sure you write that formula down right there under example 2 in your notes. Krista, put it away. Put the whole thing away. You're playing with it. Okay, you have the formula written down? Okay, so let's read the example. It's right up there on the screen. It says a skater took 2 minutes and 30 seconds to complete a 1,500 meter race. What is the skater's average speed? You have 2 steps here, and you have a problem just like this on your homework tonight, okay? The first step is to convert your time into the same unit. You see how you have 2 minutes, 30 seconds? Anytime you have a unit within a problem that deals with rate and finding the speed, you need to convert down to the same unit, all right? So the first thing I want to do is figure out how many seconds are in 2 minutes. How many seconds are in 2 minutes?
120.
120. How many seconds already existed in the problem? 30. So how many total seconds is that? 150. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is convert the minutes into seconds. Okay, then you're going to plug it into the formula. A equals distance over time. Well, what was the distance? What was the distance? 1,500, right? 1,500 what? 1,500 meters divided by what was the time? 150 seconds. Okay, you can't do 230. What would you do? 2.3? Well, that doesn't convert. That's not the actual true time. Okay, so divided by 150 seconds would give us 10 meters per second, and that gives us the average speed. Okay, so in this case we found average speed per second. Sometimes you would find it per minute, sometimes per hour. It just depends on what the problem is asking for. Alright, and now we have example 3. In example 3, we have a comparison here. So we're looking at two different products, and we're saying which one is the better buy. You guys with me? Y'all paying attention? Okay, which one is the better buy? Well, for the bulk pasta, it costs $15 for 10 pounds. For the packaged pasta, it costs $3.98 for 2 pounds. And notice on both of these unit rates, notice how I wrote dollar over amount. Okay, so make sure that on both of them on your homework that you do put the correct units matching each other. Okay, so dollar over pounds. So now for the first one, $15 over 10 pounds, what would I need to divide by to find the unit rate? Dante, what do I need to divide by to find the unit rate? Okay, we've done 5 or 6 examples. How do I find the unit rate? What do I need to divide by, Markeisha? I need to divide top and bottom by whatever number's in my denominator. Okay, divide top and bottom by 10. And what is my unit rate for the first one? What's 15 divided by 10? Ethan? 1.5, but how would I express that in terms of money? $1.50. Okay, so don't forget what unit you're dealing with. Per pound. Okay, so it's $1.50. So now I want to see, is the packaged pasta cheaper or is it more expensive? And how am I going to figure out the unit rate for the packaged pasta? How am I going to figure out the unit rate, Garrett?
You're going to divide them by 2.
Divide top and bottom by 2. And what's $3.98 divided by 2? I heard it.
$1.99.
$1.99 per pound. So now that I'm comparing the unit rates, which one is clearly the better buy? The bulk pasta, right? It's $1.50 per pound, and this one's $1.99 per pound. Okay? So it's clear to me that the bulk pasta is the better deal. All right? So you are going to have one like that in your homework as well, so just please make sure that you refer back to example 3, watch the video if you're confused about it, and that will help you. All right, your homework tonight is 8.2, page 376, numbers 8 through 22 even. I want you to go ahead and get out your books. If you haven't already, get out a blank sheet of paper and let's go ahead and get working on it. If you understand that, it's everything you need to know for 8.2.